welcome to build day 38. We're just getting into the mess, which is the water room. And I'm going to turn that light on. There we go. A little darker in here, even during broad daylight. The only light source we got coming in is up over there. We got in here yesterday and got that mainly put together. Still a couple little fine-tuning things we need to do. Got to get the pneumatics in, got to get the pump in. Then we got over here last night. Got this started, got the liner in, got the lights up. Our first order of business today is that wire there. I need to run more of it to go from there all the way up to the front porch to the power station so I can get the lights tested. Kaylee, you better not be digging holes over there. Huh? She, for some reason, over in Sue Ann's new display, the tube hallway, runs through part of our garden. And she's been digging holes over there, and we've been tripping over them as we go along. She had a huge one yesterday. Sue Ann fell in. Anyway, get out of here. Anyway, I just showed you what we're going to be working on today and what we'll be working on all day today and probably tomorrow too. We'll be over in that water room trying to get it put together. Let's see. Breakfast of the day. Get on in there. Get in there. Breakfast of the day. What are we hungry for today, guys? And we can't just have snack food, mince and potato chips. And we did Fruit Loop cereal the other day. I don't remember what I did for breakfast yesterday, or was it yesterday Fruit Loops? After so many days, it's hard to remember what you've done and what you haven't done. I know we've repeated apple fritters and bear claws and that sort of stuff. We need something new. What do we want, people? What are you hungry for? Come on. Okay, looking at her, the wig. You know what actually sounds really good? Cotton candy. Bubblegum flavored cotton candy. We need our sugar levels because we got a lot to do. So we'll just go with that. How about a big wad of bubblegum flavored cotton candy? And there she goes again. She's looking for something. Anyway, there's your breakfast of the day. Sue Ann is going to be out here later working over in the mausoleum. She's going to get her cobwebbing and stuff done. Come on, Kay, get on in here. She's waiting for me to give her permission to come in, in case I was going to come back out and nail her. And I've stepped on her a couple of times around that door. Yes, I have. She's feeling good this morning. Anyway, I got to get my tools together to get out there. It's more water room today, folks. I don't know if you'll have any night views tonight or not. Depends on how far we get. So, let's get the tools put down. Let's get to, or put the tools down. Let's get the tools out and get to work. Okay, it's almost 1 o'clock. And I've got everything put together over here that needs to be in here except for the fence panel. Sue Ann's got some pumpkins to do. And I have a water pump there and a water pump inside the water wall I've got to put in. Past that, they're ready to go. And the pumps I'll do later, and I'm going to talk to Sue here in a sec about the pumpkins. Right now, I'm going to go get lunch. But after lunch, instead of tackling this monster, because this is the worst one to do out of them all, I'm going to cheat, and we're going to get that one done, because it'll be a quick one. And there's a KK. Huh? There's a Kaylee. Mama's coming. But I also have the water blasters hooked up. And we're tripping it because I have the board on right now. They're not splashing because there's no water and there's no hiss because I don't have the air on. And there's the set dresser. But anyway, it's lunchtime. Greetings all. Not quite dinner time yet. Almost though. I figured I'll give you a look at what I've gotten done so far. And it's a really big mess in here now. I got that pond finished except for its pump. I've got that pond done except for its pump. And I got this pond done, except for the pump, and the green cord does not belong there. Okay, you can see it's dropped down the wall. So running my light, you know, broad daylight, had a nice sunshiny day, and it gets dark in here even during the day. I just got done getting a liner in this one. Liner's in, complete, no holes, I pray. I hope no holes in any of the liners. And I won't know until I put water in them and see if it goes down. But I got to start getting things moved back in. I think the first thing that's going in is going to be the biggest prop. And that's the mermaid there. I got to get her dragons, and all that back into place. And kind of go from there, I think. That's kind of where we're at. I figure you guys deserve some footage. The last couple of days you haven't gotten really all that much other than me running my mouth like I am now. Okay, found another bug to fix. Called Sue out to take a look at the pond. I had T1, or I had her turn on T2 and T3. T2 controls that side of the blacklight room. Over here, that light and that light, as well as the one that's off up there on the water wall, are on T3. T3 didn't come on for some reason. The whole thing, the bride and the groom, the stuff over in the mausoleum, the scarecrow over in the tube hallway, the whole circuit was dead. So we went to investigate. First, I thought it might have been my connection, which is down by the barrel down there, and it wasn't. So we go, okay, let's go take a look at the power box. Went back to take a look at the power box, and the extension cords I'm using to go from the power box to the power pole, which is what's hooked up to my shop, when they're plugged in and have power, the plugs light up. All the plugs, there's 4 different extension cords there. All of them were lit up except for trunk line 3, which told me that the GFI circuit had blown on the power pole. So we came back out here and I investigated first the extension cord that goes from my connection down there on the ground up that panel and over to here. The black light, the fan blade, and zombie bait all plug in up there. Well, I unplugged those 3 things and just left the extension cord plugged in. Went out, circuit came on, no problem. So I came out here and one at a time started plugging things in. Zombie bait and the fan blade, just fine, no problems with them. I plugged in the black light, and poof, the GFI circuit on the outlet broke, or blew again. So the problem is with that black light. Bulb is still good, it's the fixture itself. Now I have no idea how old that fixture is. I have had that. I bought it brand new originally. It was either at Party City or Spirit Halloween, but it's been 8, 9, 10 years ago. It's one of my older ones. So tomorrow I am going to have to come in here and take that fixture down. I've got some replacement fixtures in the bedroom. Ones that the bulbs have broke in, and I haven't been able to find replacement bulbs, but we've kept them. So I'll come in, I'll take that fixture down, put one of those up, put that bulb in it, and we'll give it a try again. Now it's either one of 2 things, and I don't see where one would be causing the problem. The front of the water wall bows just slightly, and I do not have the fixture tight up against it, so it's not being bowed or bent or anything. In fact, this side of the fixture is right up against the wall, to where this side of the fixture is about a 1/2 inch away from the wall because of the bow. It's up there enough to keep it from moving around, but it's not up there enough to keep it, to make it bow. So that can't be the problem. The other thing, it could be there's wiring or something on the inside, or that one of the ballasts is blown or something that's causing the problem. But we'll try replacing that fixture tomorrow. Now, as far as a nighttime look, I was going to give you a nighttime look at the water room. And you're going to get it with this camera. Sorry, guys. I'm not going to give you a look at it with the cell phone until it's all the way done. I had hoped to get the fencing in tonight, but with messing with T3, it ate up my time, and I'm not staying out here late again. So we've got some work here tomorrow. Tomorrow we should be finished with water room at some point in time. Oh, let's see here. Anyway, I'm going to get cleaned up. I'm going to call it quits out here, I think. I've got a good workload for tomorrow. But tomorrow we should, hopefully, if everything goes right, and I can get T3 working and everything, because I don't want to be working on electrical items while I'm standing in water. In other words, I'm thinking about filling the ponds tomorrow, provided I can get other stuff done first. But if everything goes right tomorrow, we should have this water room done, I'm hoping. We've been at it all day today in here, and we spent a good chunk of yesterday in here, and we're probably going to spend a good chunk of tomorrow in here. Anyway, there's your update. Stay tuned for your end of the day wrap up. Someone is in a playful mood. She wants to play with Kitty. Huh? End of the day wrap up. A little frustrating here toward the end. Didn't get as far as I wanted to because of the problem. We went and I had everything put back into the pond that the mermaid's in and the dragons. And asked Sue when she was coming. Asked Sue to come out and take a look at it. Had her turn on trunk line 2 and 3. Because I wanted to check the other things, and I couldn't see myself running clear up here to do that when she was going to be passing right by the box coming out. She turned everything on and made it out. Then we started talking, and I noticed the stuff on trunk line 3 for the water room wasn't working. I'm thinking, okay, I got bad connection or something, because it was working yesterday when I checked it, when we were checking the graveyard and chain hallway. Got down, checked it, that was fine, so I figured, okay, come on, let's go take a look at the power box. There's got to be something going on, because I noticed the bride and the groom and the chain hall wasn't working. The electrical stuff, all the electrical stuff over in the courtyard wasn't working, and then we got into the tube hallway and the scarecrow wasn't on. It's like, okay, the whole trunk line's dead. And we got up here, and these were the plugs I was mentioning about there. You can see they're all lit up orange. Those are coming from the power box. And, when it's got power, they light up. They're all lit up now. We found the problem. Started diagnosing it. First I checked the extension cord coming from the plug out there up to the 3 items I have plugged into it, which was zombie bait, the black light, and the fan blade on the water wall. And that was fine. So I unplugged everything from the extension cord, reset the GFI breaker so we have power. And of course now she's all nice and lovey. And just started plugging things in, one thing after the other. And got the fan blade plugged in. Everything was working. Went to do the black light next, thinking it was probably going to be zombie bait, because he's the oldest thing I've got out there right now. Of the 3 things, he's the oldest. I figured, okay, it's probably him. He's about ready to take a crap anyway. So I plugged in the black light. Poof! Trunk line 3 shut down. So I came back, I unplugged the black light, came in here, turned the power back on, went back out, and I figured, what the hell, I'm going to test it one more time. I plugged the zombie bait in, not a problem. So with that black, there's something wrong with that black light on the inside. Either the wiring's failed or a ballast is shorting out or whatever. And yeah, that light does have a mini ballast in it. It's a fluorescent bulb. Luckily, I have a couple of extra fixtures, so I'll end up, as part of the work tomorrow, I'll get up and change that fixture out and test the circuit again and see if things pop. Hopefully they don't, and another fixture, new fixture will fix the problem. Don't know if the bulb could cause it to blow. Usually if the bulb is bad, it just doesn't even turn on. It doesn't short out like that. Trip to GFI just doesn't work. At least I've never heard of it not. It might, I don't know. But anyway, on the to-do list tomorrow, I've got to change that black light. I've got to get the fencing up. I've got hay to put in around Burnt Guy and Fred. I've got a pumpkin to put in there. Sue Ann brought it out, and I told her I'd put it in when I put the fencing up. I've got to get all the pumps put in and wired. I've also got the liner over in the Hammer and Clown that needs to get put in. I'll probably do that after I do the ballast, and then come back in and finish the water room. That way, I can get the mess from putting the liners in done. Let's see, the light, the fencing, the hay, Hammer and Clown liner, fencing, the pumps, getting those all wired up. Oh, the video pumping station, something I've been meaning to do and haven't done, is that's also a projection up in the big circle of it. There's a screen material there. I've got to get the stand for the projector put in, and I've also got to put a secret door in on the outside of the tent so I can gain access to where the projector is so I can turn the projector on. And what I normally do is one of the exterior panels, I'll put a partial sheet of plywood behind on the back of it, attach a hinge to it, and mount that to the frame. That way the whole panel will pivot in and out, and I'll just put like one screw or two screws in the panel on the opposite side to hold it shut. I just take my draw out there and zip the screws out, open it, turn the projector on, shut it, zip the screws back in, and we're good to go. I've done that in years past. It works really good, and you can't even tell there's a hinge there. So, but anyway, I've got to get that in, and I've got to double check. I'm not sure if I put power into the back of the power station to run the projector. And what I might do is just tie that into the same circuit as the fountains, because the fountains run at night too. Either that, or I'll have to figure out how I'm going to get power to it if there's no power. But I got little things like that to do. I'm hoping to get done tomorrow. If I can get everything done in time, we'll drag the hose out and start filling the ponds tomorrow. If we don't do it tomorrow, we'll do it the day after for sure. Then we can get the fountains running. Anyway, that's on the bucket list for tomorrow. Sorry about no nighttime view, really, other than with this camera. You'll get nighttime view with the cell phone. That takes such better pictures at night than this thing does. Just not my fault that the microphone sucks. But anyway, I'm going to go get you guys edited and uploaded and space out for a little bit and then go get some sleep. Good night, all. Stay spooky. Stay toxic.